I will tell you, this is my third time having a ninth grader come through high school. And I remember the first time feeling all of those things that a first-time parent does. Can they handle the classes? Can they join clubs? Should they join clubs? These are all questions that you need to ask and sit down with your student. We know that juggling the load, the transition is different coming from middle to high school, but I can absolutely tell you that you will have a tremendous amount of support along the way. So if you are worried about joining a club because you aren't sure that you can handle the academic load with the club load, join the club, right? Join the club and try it and work through it and figure out how to manage your time a little bit better and ask for help. And we'll get you through that. And in the end, being involved in things actually helps you learn how to manage your time better. And, you know, we're going to help you get to the success place because that's where we want you all to be. Now, I know Ms. Fulton said we have a lot to do tonight. And if you can't tell, I love to talk about what we do. So I'm going to rein myself in and not go into all of the things that I want to talk about tonight. But I will tell you this 4 things that I want you to keep in mind. 1, work on supporting your students to support themselves. This is a really, really big thing. I know you're going to be tempted to want to jump in immediately and help them fix something. This is the biggest challenge, I think, of becoming a high school parent. Support them to support themselves. Encourage them to do the communicating. They can still copy you on an email, but let them be the ones that are crafting the email. Let them make the phone call. You can still be on that call with them. Be at the conference with them, but have them drive that, because you will find in the end, your students are going to be a lot closer to being successful adults if you start those expectations early in high school. And here's what we've learned as high school educators: they can do it. They can absolutely do it, sometimes even better than we can do it. And then the next one is, please touch base every day with your student. And I know that this might sound obvious, but when they come home at the end of the day, ask them what they did in school that day. And they will probably tell you what my surly teenagers say: nothing. How was today? Fine. You're going to have to dig for information, because with teenagers, it's all about finding the right question, right? You got to keep digging until you get the right question. But make sure that you do that, because they need to talk about what happened at school. And you need to know about what happened at school. This is how we make sure that they're having a good experience and that they're navigating those things that are challenging for them. And then the last one, and I want everyone to hear me when I say this: we want you here. Adults, we want you here in this building. Your teenagers are probably going to tell you not to come. They are going to tell you not to volunteer to help with things. They're going to tell you not to attend conference night, or they've got it. You don't need to come to back to school night. We want you here. And the reality is, our teenagers still need us to show up for these things too. We just want to let them lead the way. So I hope that we see every single one of you in this building in the fall. We are planning to come back face to face for a full day. So unless something really unexpected changes for us, we are expecting to have as much of a normal year as we can, while making sure that we continue to do all the positive things that we learned from COVID. So it is my absolute pleasure to serve you this year, and see you next year. Reach out to me anytime. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Baratek. I'm going to introduce our next speaker, and that is our assistant principal, Mrs. Vicki Nye. Take it away, Mrs. Nye. You are muted.
Thank you. Well, I was saying, I think Ms. Veritek took up all my time, so I'm not sure that I have any time left. We are very happy that you're here with us this evening, and looking forward to serve you next year as you move into the high school, your freshman year. So I'm going to talk about Bruin Pride and school-wide expectations. So the P in Pride stands for perseverance, which is working hard to do one's best despite obstacles and difficulties, pushing through even when it's difficult, encouraging others to do their best regardless of whether they are winning or losing. Respect, Showing kindness and consideration to others through word and action, recognizing and abiding by school rules, demonstrating good sportsmanship, and representing BHHS with pride. Integrity, holding firm to positive values, even when it's challenging, with or without the influence of others. Truthfully completing and submitting our own work on time. Diversity, respecting and valuing the differences of others. Considering new ideas that may be different from your own, recognizing and acknowledging the different perspectives of others within our community. And excellence, setting challenging goals that require consistent growth, high standards in leadership, mastering perseverance, respect, integrity, and diversity to become one's best self. And so that is what we here at the high school strive for. It's the Bruin Pride school-wide expectations. So I want you to take a couple minutes, and Miss Fulton is the timekeeper, to kind of talk amongst yourselves and your families. Which ones of these are most important in your family? Perseverance, respect, integrity, diversity, or excellence? And how do you show it? So if you just take a few minutes to talk to each other about that, and then feel free to enter into the chat. Miss Fulton, I'm counting on you to be the timekeeper.
I have it going.
Okay. So Christy, we've slowed down in the chat, so I think I'm going to go ahead and move it along. Are you okay with that?
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm yelling. So really nice, really nice job. I see a lot of respect, integrity, excellence.
And I also
and Lorinda Shue is talking.
I'm sorry. trying to figure it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and try to figure this out here. Let me get back.
That's okay.
There we go.
I just want, it was a really nice, diverse group in there with responses. And again, Ms. Veritek and I look forward to working with you in the fall. And the other thing I want to let you know is that both Ms. Veritek's and my door is always open. If you need help with anything, or you just want to come up and say hi and talk to us, we would love to hear from you. And parents, of course, you're welcome to give us a call anytime if you have any questions or concerns. And thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you. I will reiterate, our admin are open to emails, to stop on in, to phone calls, just let them know. All right, let's move on here. I would like to introduce our Freshman Academy staff, our freshman core. Stay together, building great relationships as you go through your freshman year. We have some that were able to be here tonight with us, and then some that have a video, and some that aren't able to be here tonight. So I'm going to start with those that are here tonight, and I see Mr. King is here. So Mr. King, I'm going to stop presenting and allow you to take over to introduce yourself.
Okay, my name's Tim King and I teach science.
I teach biology and physical science, and I'm really excited to see everybody next year. And congratulations for sticking it out and hanging in there through all the difficult challenges in middle school. Just a couple of things. I won't talk very long, but I want you to keep an open mind about next year, work hard, and also just kind of keep that growth mindset going. I'm sure you've been learning about that in middle school, that you may come into the class not knowing a lot of things, and you might be scared, a little bit frustrated, and you might turn an assignment in and you might think, hey, I should have got a better grade on this. And what you're going to do is you're going to make that work better, and you're going to hang in there and improve on your work, and you're going to stick to it until you hit the achievement level that you want to, get out of that particular assignment. So that's going to be really super important. And then just having that kind of really positive attitude. In my real science room, I have this big thing that says, attitude is everything. And it really makes a huge impact when you come into the class and you're kind of like, what are we doing? What are we going to be doing today? And just kind of staying positive. And so with those things, I think you're going to be just fine. And again, I'm really excited to next year and trying to, get back in the groove of things, and maybe doing some lab work and some project work, getting our hands dirty, moving around, maybe even going outside and doing some fun things outside. So congratulations to you guys, your parents, supporting your students through everything. And we'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. King, for being here tonight and presenting. Jean Shearer is your health and PE teacher. She is also our athletic director, and she's out doing her duties for athletic director, so she's not able to be here. And then we have Miss Shu, who will be your language arts teacher. She has a message for you.
I am Mrs. Shu, and I am the freshman English teacher, and I also I'm a head volleyball coach. So I'd like to welcome you to campus soon, and we're looking forward to having you. One thing I did want to point out is those of you ladies who are interested in playing volleyball next year, we are having a volleyball camp on our campus here, and the OIT coach is going to be running the camp. So this is a great opportunity you don't want to miss. It will be July 12th to 15th. Watch for information coming in your email and through Coach Strain as well, okay? Email me if you have any questions regarding that. All right, see you guys soon.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Shu, for sharing. Again, she'll be your language arts teacher. And Mr. Whitley is also will be with you next year in the math department. Right now, he is at a golf situation going on, so he's our golf coach. So he's not able to be here tonight. But anyway, that's going to round out our Freshman Academy staff for next year. We're excited about it. These educators are really excited about helping you do your best. So thank you, Mr. King, for being here in person, virtually with us tonight. We appreciate that very much. All right, moving on. We have Holly Battleson here tonight, one of the two counselors here. She works with the last names of L through Z, and she has some things she's going to share with you tonight. Holly, take it away.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you all. You might remember me as Miss Stevens when I worked down at Azalea. So I'm so excited to have you guys up at the high school. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. So I'm going to share with you some information about diploma requirements. So for our standard BHSD diploma, those requirements are comprised of 24 credits. You guys need 24 credits to graduate. Also includes essential skills requirements and personalized learning requirements. So if you look at the actual credit breakdown for you here, so when we talk about credits, a full credit is a year-long class, and a half a credit is a semester class. That's typically how we break down our credits. And so you guys will need 4 credits of language arts, 3 credits of math, 3 credits of science, 3 credits of social studies, 1 credit of health, 1 credit of PE, a combined 3 credits of CTE, which is career technical education, fine arts, or second language, and then you'll need 6 elective credits for a total of 24 credits to graduate. Now, these are specifically the requirements for a standard diploma. Our honors, modified, and college-bound diploma requirements are found in the BHSD curriculum guide. So more info, more details about the different kind of diplomas in there. So essential skills, you guys also need essential skills to graduate, and those are met through assessments that are given during your junior year, which are currently the Smarter Balanced exams. Sometimes the name changes, it's our state assessments. And so right now you need to pass the reading, writing, and math Smarter Balanced test to get your diploma. They have been talking for a while about adding that science test in there, but that's not currently a requirement, but they have been talking about adding that in the near future. Third kind of group of requirements are our personalized learning requirements, and that those requirements consist of career exploration work that is done through CIS, so your career information system accounts. Hopefully a lot of you have already created those accounts, and you meet career-related learning standards through your work in CIS. Every student has to have a PEP plan on file, which is a personalized education plan, and that just helps you guys line out what your plans are for your high school years. And then also there's what we call an extended application project. You know, some other districts call that like a senior project. That's a project that students create that's related to a career goal, really great work done through that project. So I want all of you to take a couple minutes, and I want you to think about what do you imagine yourself doing in 10 years? Or if it's just you and your child isn't with you, just what do you imagine your child is going to do in 10 years? And how will you get there? You can draw a picture, write some words or a poem, or discuss with someone near you. And go ahead and enter your ideas in the chat if you want to share. And we'll start the timer now. Awesome. Thanks for entering that stuff in the chat, you guys. Airline pilot, physical therapist. Ooh, wants to work on Wall Street in college or trade school. Great. Zookeeper. Ooh, a vet. I wanted to be a vet for a while. College softball. I love it. Awesome. Stockbroker. This is great. Thank you guys so much for your responses. Exciting stuff to think about. All right, Mrs. Fulton, I think you're up.
All right. Oh, so excited to be here. So we got to start this. We got to start our process right now. You already have these great ideas, these plans where you want to go, things you want to do. But we got to start planning so that way you can get yourself there. So starting with, the fun things that you're going to get yourself into starting tomorrow morning. I will be sharing out with you a bunch of information on your school email account. So you better be ready for lots of stuff coming in. The very first thing that's going to be coming in is a curriculum guide. This is the policies, the guidelines, the requirements of all sorts of things here at BHHS. Whether you want to know the types of diplomas, how to get an academic honor at graduation, anything about our special programs, an IEP, a 504, a tag, about our support programs we have here, anything about transcripts, GPA. This is the place to get your information. The curriculum guide. Again, you will be receiving this in your students, or if you're the student here on here tonight, in your school email tomorrow. The next thing you're going to get in your email is the course catalog. This includes every class that we're forecasting for our 2021-22 school year. Yep, that's next year. That's right. You're going to be a freshman right here getting this stuff done. So be sure to look for that catalog. Again, an email to your school account. There'll also be copies here in the counseling office if you want a hard copy, and on our school website. So parents, you can get that a variety of ways. Do not hesitate to ask us if you want a copy of that. We will send it to you, no problem. All right, so once you get into the course catalog, you get in and you go, holy moly, how am I going to read what this means? I'm going to share it with you right now. So on your screen, what you're going to see is what it's going to look like. There's going to be, first off, right there in the middle, the name of the course. And then you're going to have right next to it, the credit amount and type. And then right beside that, you're going to have the grade level of students that can take the course. It's important to look for that 9, you guys. That is what is going to be available to you. And then in the middle is what's called a prerequisite. A prerequisite is any course that you may need, or qualifications that you need to get into the course. So most of our courses are going to be open to you. You're not going to have a problem with that, but there could be some. For example, you are not going to be able to choose intermediate robotics if you haven't taken intro to robotics. So that might just be one of the prerequisite examples that you will see in the course catalog. The next section you're going to see is what we call curlies. And Ms. Battleson did a terrific job of letting you know earlier about the career-related learning experiences that you're going to have right here at BHHS. They're predominantly going to be in your elective classes. So experiences that you're going to be able to connect to a career pathway at some point in time. So if it's a class that's going to have a curly in it, it's going to say yes. If it's not, it's going to say no. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to have a career-related learning experience. It's just not a requirement in that class. The next thing to the right of that is what's called the OUS, and it's going to say yes or no. Again, that's part of what the Oregon Public University System. So any of our state university system, if you need that class in order to get into the university that any of the Oregon University System schools, it's going to say yes. And so you know you're going to need to take those courses. The same thing at the very end. If you're someone who loves athletics and you want to participate at that next level, again, it's going to say yes if you want to participate at that NCAA Division 1 or 2 level. All right? All right, moving on. Forecasting. I know that's what you're all here for. You just want to know how to forecast for your classes. So your forecasting portal on PowerSchool is going to open up on May 3rd, and it will close on May 7th. That is right. Monday through Friday, the whole time it is open 24/7 for you to go in there and try to figure out what type of classes you're going to want for your high school experience at the 9th grade level. So, some things about that. If you need assistance in helping to figure out your schedule, or just assistance in trying to figure out how to forecast online, face-to-face students in your study hall classes, we will be there to help you do that, not next week, but the following week. Yeah, next week. Holy moly, we're already in this week. So May 3rd through May 7th, we are going to be joining you in your study hall class. BHOA students, you can find assistance online help on Wednesday the 5th from 8 to 10 a.m. There's a video link posted here. Again, I am going to make this available to you first thing in the morning, so make sure you're looking on your school email so that way you can get on this video link and get assistance if you need it. You will need your PowerSchool login in order to access the portal. Again, on your PowerSchool account, once you log in on the left-hand side, there'll be something called class registration. You'll click on that. It'll be open to you starting May 3rd at 8 o'clock a.m. It will not be open until then, but at that time, it will be open. That portal closes Friday, May 7th at 4 o'clock p.m. So make sure you have all your stuff done before that time. If you have questions in between there, that is what we are here for, to help assist you. We ask that you talk to mentors and parent guardians and teachers and administrators and people that mean something to you and that you value what they say. Talk to them about your schedule. Talk to them about your future, because it matters. It matters right now of what you choose to do for your future. We want to be here for you through that. So all those forms, the freshman forecasting worksheet. Yep, we're going to give you a copy of the forecasting worksheet so that way you can work through what classes you want. You're going to get that tomorrow, so that way on next Monday, you'll be ready to forecast for your classes. We're also going to give you forecasting directions, step-by-step directions of how you get onto your PowerSchool account and select those courses. We're going to offer you the course catalog, so that way you know exactly what classes and what each class means, as well as a course offerings page. That's a quick page where you can see the class, the credits, the codes, everything you might need is right there to quick grab. All right, so all that information is going to be at your fingertips starting tomorrow. So be ready for your school email. It's also posted. Will be posted onto the school website, our school website. That is your school website. Woot, woot, freshmen coming in. So you can go right to the high school website and get that information starting tomorrow. All right. We want to make sure it's in your hands. If you have any questions, email myself or Ms. Battleson, Ms. Gutierrez here in the counseling department. We are here for you guys. All right. So this is kind of what your forecasting worksheet is going to look like. It's going to ask you to choose for language arts next year. You guys get a choice between English Language Arts 1 or Honors English Language Arts 1. This is a great time to be talking with your parent guardians, with your mentors, those people in your life, to choose which class is going to be the best for you. Obviously, that Honors English Language Arts 1 is a more rigorous class, so be prepared for that decision of what you're going to make, knowing that you got to put in the time. Mathematics is going to be a recommended class for you. Whatever class pops up that's recommended for you, you'll be able to choose that class. Science is going to be pre-selected for you. Mr. King, you've already met him. He's amazing. He's got you doing all sorts of things with food and crazy stuff. It's amazing. But that physical science will be there for you. You will not have a social studies class next year. It's not a requirement for the 9th grade year, but your 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. That's right. You'll be a senior no time. So you will not have to take one next year. You will also have pre-selected for you your health and your PE9 course, along with your cohort. Now, your cohort class is similar in build to your study hall class, meaning you'll have a teacher that you'll see every day. You're going to be able to build relationships. They're going to work with you on scheduling. They're going to work with you on social emotional. They're going to be working with you on so many amazing things. You guys, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to make great relationships with someone here in this building. So that's going to all total 4.5 credits. Now, you get 2 full credits to go. That means you can have 2 year-long electives. You can have a year-long electives and 2 semester-long electives, or you can have 4 semester-long electives. You get the ability to choose what electives you want. It's pretty amazing that you're going to have this ability to have electives. That's right, real things you get to grab into and have a great time taking. So moving on. I just want to give you a brief look because I know you're excited to see what might be available before tomorrow. But I will share, as you look on the screen, here are going to be your year-long elective choices. Again, you're going to have 2 full credits worth of electives. So if you were to take 2 of these courses, you wouldn't be able to have any semesters. But if you choose 1 of these, then you would have 2 semester choices. Or you choose no year-long, so you can choose all semester electives. It's amazing what we have to offer here. So again, giving you a second to take a look at those. Anything with an asterisk means it's teacher recommended, meaning you've got to talk to someone to get into those classes. Shoot me an email. Absolutely, shoot Ms. Battleson an email. We'll be more than happy to connect you with the right teacher, the right instructor in order to get that recommendation if that's what you want to do. No problems there. So I want you to take a look at the semesters. There's so many more. It's amazing what we have to offer. Again, these are worth a half a credit. So you can either choose 4 of these, or you can choose 2 of these in a year-long class. Totally up to you how you want to do your schedule here. We're here to support you and however you want to build it. Amazing classes that we're going to talk about a little bit more here in a minute. But I want to give you a quick look at the exciting opportunities that you have here at BHSD. So I know you all want to keep looking at it, but I'm going to move on because we want to make sure we get you out of here on time. Again, this whole presentation will be shared with you tomorrow. You can come back through as much as you want. So starting off with our visual arts program, I want to make sure you know all about our art, our ceramics. It's there ready for you to grab onto if you are a hands-on person and you like art. Our performing arts program, if you're someone who likes to do an instrument, if you are someone who likes to vocally sing, these are the classes that would be best suited for you. If you are into tech, STEM, robotics, oh my goodness, we have just amazing classes here. We have some new classes next year that will be available to even freshmen. It's awesome. We have the UX and the web design class, the drone technology, intro to coding. Of course, along with our long-standing robotics program, I mean, it's just so much available to you guys to choose from. We also have world languages that we're offering with our French and our Spanish. I mean, we just have so much here. One short thing, if you're interested in going straight into a 4-year university, you will need 2 years of the same world language in order to meet those requirements to get into a 4-year university. So if you're looking to start, I know we got French 1 and Spanish 1 instructors are more than happy. In fact, they're eager for you to be a part of their classes. So mark that on your forecasting sheet if you're interested. We have manufacturing, metals, wood, mechanical. We have engine repair. We have so much here, you guys, that you have the opportunity to be a part of, to build your future. So please make sure you check them all out before you make your final decisions. We have a new program here that we're bringing into BHSD next year. Business. We have leadership, business 1 and 2, entrepreneurship, Bruin Enterprises. Great opportunity, you guys, for being a part of our coffee cave, our student store. We're starting that from the ground up, our student store. It's an amazing opportunity if you're interested in business in your future, or if you just want to do it for a hobby. Some great classes. And of course, we have our graphics program, digital graphics 1 and 2, Bruin News, which is our newspaper, and our video production class. Amazing opportunities again here at BHSD. So Ms. Veritek is going to take it away with our next portion of our career pathway. She's going to tell you a little bit about it.
So one of the things that's really exciting about being at high school is that you can complete 3 years within a CTE area, and that is considered a pathway completion. Now, in addition to getting some really deep knowledge of a trade or a skill that could lead directly to employment, both locally and regionally or in the state, it could lead directly to a job. That's happened with many of our students who've come right out of our programs. It could also lead into a certification or trade licensing program. So with 3 of our programs, when you get to the advanced level of classes, those also become dual enrollment classes with our local Southwestern Oregon Community College. So our instructors here are highly qualified in their areas so that as you build those skills and get to the advanced sections, you can actually earn college credit, which the school district pays for, in order for you to get a certification or a license toward a trade skill. Now, in addition to that, if your program is that you want to go into a four-year college, any of these programs still provide a very good base of knowledge for programs in college that would build upon these. So if you look at woodworking, those can relate to careers in architecture, in all sorts of building engineering programs. You can see that the trades that we have on there, while many of those are hands-on trades, you can take these skills and you can go right into a four-year program as well. And of course, you know, fitting into all of these is becoming a manager of any of these programs. We know that you can be a much better manager of a trade if you actually understand the work that your employees are doing. So we really encourage every type of student, with every goal that a student has in mind, to consider taking one of our pathways, because they are really that fantastic and foundational. So our STEM program, you can see that we have robotics that, you know, not a lot of high schools offer a robotics program, and we have had that here for several years. It not only is an academic program, but you can also join the robotics club, and it is a competitive team. And they travel all over. And a couple of years ago, they were even national competitors and traveled out of state. So that's very, very exciting. So some of the new classes that we're offering in STEM this next year, some exciting ones, are things like drone technology. So the school does own a drone. And if any of the parents are on Facebook and following some of the it's My Town, I think is what it's called. They're doing a lot of aerial views of different parts of Brookings, and they always look amazing. And they're using drone technology for that. So it's a skill that, again, you can go right into employment. You could go right into the military. You could go right into a program where you were working on a certification, or you can use that as a base of knowledge where you end up programming the drones if you want to go into a four-year program. So every one of these classes leads to whatever goal that you have career-wise. Now the UX, I'm sorry, Christy, the UX on the previous slide, that actually stands for user experience. So this is something where web designers now are doing more than just the behind the scenes coding. They're also looking at analytics. You know, how many users are hitting that site? How long are they on there? Are they reading? Are they interacting? So what a great opportunity for our students. And they will be helping design our school store's website so that it is functional and so that we can purchase things off of that website. So we're talking about relevance in these classes. Okay, now I'm ready to move on. Okay, so metalworking is, of course, a program that we've had here at Brookings for a while, and we are very, very proud of it. What is even more exciting is, in addition to the welding, we have spent a lot of money on our welding lab. I don't know if you all have seen it. You probably haven't with COVID in the last couple of years. We've put a lot of money, a lot of grit and sweat, and a lot of new equipment in there. It is a state-of-the-art program now. In fact, Mr. Thompson has articulated with SWAC, and we are working on him teaching an evening class, or a summer class with SWAC for adults. I mean, that is where our lab is right now, is we are at that place where it is comparable, and our business partners, South Coast Lumber, has come out and reviewed it and taken a look at it, and Airgas, and they all say we've got exactly what we need for our students to be competitive and walk into positions. You'll also notice a couple new classes: mechanical, CAD and drafting, computer-aided design. And so our students, again, any level along the goal-setting pathway for careers, that is a great program for kids to learn how to design to scale. Metalworking projects, woodworking projects. Mr. Thompson and Mr. Suter, the two teachers, they are collaborating between those two programs for that class. And then, of course, engine repair. If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see we like to throw some pictures up there of the engine repair. We've got some beautiful engines in the back that students have dismantled. And of course, it's a little harder to put them back together than it is to take them apart. So hopefully we won't have any extra parts left at the end of that whole process this year. And of course, digital media is going to be working very closely with our business program, because our students have the opportunity to design and produce products that we do sell in our school store. So that if you come into the building, you see posters around the building, and those are designed through the graphic design class, and they're printed on enormous printers of high quality, and then we hang them around the building. So it's very exciting for our students to get to design in that class. And then I think we're almost to the end. Health Sciences is, again, a program that we have had for many, many years. And Miss Cleespies has been building that program, blood, sweat, and tears. We have so many students that go right out of this program, and if they take all of her advanced credit classes through that program, they can leave with 19 credit hours toward college in the medical and health sciences. So it really is phenomenal, especially for students who know exactly what branch of health and medicine that they want to go into, because they can tailor their experience. It really is amazing. Again, Facebook, look on there. You're going to see lots of pictures of the great things that she does. And I think we're on the last one, which is a new program for next year. You've heard me kind of talking a little bit about it as it weaves into the other programs. It's our business marketing and entrepreneurism program, because we want every student in this building to have the option of either joining a business, a company, a program when they are done with whatever level of education that they want, or to run one. And this is what is really exciting about being in Brookings. We've got a lot of small business owners who have built the businesses from the ground up. And we have several of those businesses who are working directly with us in order to make sure that we design a program that would really allow students to have that experience. And there are really 3 business programs in the building, or opportunities for students. One is the school store that I mentioned to you. The students will be working on designing a school store from the ground up, and designing products and doing market research and selling those products to the community. Even we are working on a partnership with Fred Meyer, where some of our Bruin swag that will be designed by students will be sold there as well and accessible. And we also have a coffee cave for our Bruin Bears. We have our coffee cave where students will, again, be running market research and designing their own products that can be consumed by faculty and students in the building, parents who want to run by and get a coffee. So we really have some great opportunities. And then, of course, Rogue River Credit Union is also in our building. They are a part of our business program, and we have a handful of students who during certain hours run that banking area down there, and they can deposit checks and do all sorts of really cool things. So lots of opportunities for our Bruins here at Brookings Harbor High School.
Absolutely. So what classes are you looking forward to most? Take just about a minute to speak with your family or a friend, whoever's around you. You can even text your friends or even enter it into the chat. What class or classes are you looking forward to most here at BHHS? Please be active and put it in the chat. Text your friends. Text your friends' friends. I want to take them all. Oh, Spanish, ceramics, wood shop, concert choir, business. Oh, yeah. Oh, band, yes, yes. French, welding. Oh, so many. Spanish. Oh, keep them coming. I want to see what everyone's taking. Oh, engine repair, woodwork. Oh, got some more Spanish coming up there. So many great opportunities for sure. We're so glad that you're entering them in there. Oh, another French, sports. Oh, absolutely, sports. We're going to talk about that here in a second, Julie. Spanish. All right, so keep them coming in if you'd like to keep them coming in as we keep going. We want to see, oh, Jaden's like, yeah, sports, baby. All right. Miss Nye, if you could take it away again as far as talking about the supports and interventions that we have for our students here.
Yes, this time I'll unmute my mic. Yay! Hey, how are we going to support you? We're going to support you in a lot of different ways. So one of the ways that we can support you is teachers do have a short time before school. Students get dropped off here at the bus, or if their parents drop them off, they have time to check in with their teachers before school. We also have about the same amount of time after school where students can check in. Our teachers are dedicated, caring individuals. And I know that if you wanted to meet them after school and do a little bit of work with them, that they would make that happen. That is Monday through Friday. We also have an MTSS program where we're, as a team, as our PLC teams, our grade level teams, identify students who may be having a rough time. Well, we will go ahead and identify those students. We'll put targeted supports in place along with interventions and work with those students and families to help them. And then when they no longer need the help anymore, they are back out on their own again. And then there's always that safety net in place. If they need help, we're here to help them. We're going to have extended day school, which will be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, where tutoring will be available from 3:30 to 4:30. And then there will be a bus that will be able to transport them home after that. We also have support classes in the area of study skills for our students that need the extra support, along with ELD, which is English language development. And so we have many different ways where if you reach out and need help, that we can make sure that we're there to help you. And again, Ms. Veritek and myself, our doors are always open. Our front staff is amazing. Our counseling staff is amazing. All you have to do is ask. And then sometimes even when you don't ask, we will find you. So think, pair, share. One of the questions that counseling has for you and the teachers have for you is there a quiet place to study at home? If so, where is it? And if not, what do you need? So take a few minutes to talk about that with your family or your friends, and go ahead and enter that into the chat. No, I have 4 dogs. That's awesome. A puppy. So I did see something go by about a question about homeschooling. I'm not sure what that question is. Go ahead and if you want to reach out to Ms. Fulton, Ms. Battleson, Ms. Veritek, or myself regarding that question, you can email us and we can help you with that. Look at all these great answers. I don't know what to tell you about the puppies, guys. You can bring it over to my house. I'll babysit them.
I'm going to interject real quickly, Vicki, too, is we will be having after school tutoring after we get school up and rolling in the fall, and there will be peer tutors also able to help students, and there will be a bus that can take students home at 4:45 on those days that we offer that.
All right, thank you everyone for putting all your answers in. This is amazing. We appreciate that. You're giving it lots of awesome thoughts. We also like to share that we will have our face-to-face classes next year. We will also have our BHOA online program. So if that's part of the question that was asked, we will be holding both types of programs next year. We're excited about offering you everything that fits to the best of what your needs are. All right, we also have Darcy Gutierrez here. She is our Career and Counseling Administrative Assistant. We couldn't do things without her. We're so glad she's here. Darcy, go ahead and take it away.
All right, everybody, I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that happen in the Bruin Career Center. It is a wonderful place right next to the counseling office. Usually, it will be back next year, in which we provide lots of resources for you to explore, to figure out things, to just come in and ask questions. We've got people that work out of there. We've got a program called TRIO. Right now, our TRIO coordinator, her name is Val. A lot of you might have already met her. She works a lot at the middle school already. And she helps get you through the resources to get you into college. It usually is for first generation bound college students. So if your mom or dad had not gone to a 4-year college, that program's a great one for you. WorkSource Oregon works out of the Bruin Career Center. They get you connected with jobs, with internships, with apprenticeships, so you can try out different jobs to see if that's even something that you thought you were interested in, want to make sure you're interested in. And we have WorkSource Oregon right out of the Bruin Career Center, as well as the Aspire program. The Aspire program hooks you up directly with a person within our community, a mentor that will work with you in regards to career exploration, college exploration. They're just going to work one-on-one with you. They're assigned to you as your mentor, and anybody can sign up for the Aspire program. And those are all things that we run out of our Bruin Career Center, along with college visits and trips and all kinds of other things. There's lots of ways to get involved. It is proof that the more involved you are with different activities, the better and more successful you are within your high school career. Academic clubs and teams, extracurricular clubs, athletics. We have both school teams and there are community club teams, as well as leadership opportunities. We're going to go over some of those. In the fall, we offer cheerleading. And again, this presentation is going to be shared with you, so you'll have access to all these emails. These are the coaches. Cheerleading is Coach Williams. Cross country, we don't have a coach right now, but you can contact our athletic director, Miss Shearer. Football is Coach Bavaro. Soccer for girls is Coach Carlson, and for boys it's Coach Beeman. Volleyball, Coach Shu. She already met you. In the winter, you can play basketball. For boys, it's Coach Hodges. For the girls, it's Coach Schofield. Again, cheerleading, it's going to be Coach Williams, and wrestling in the winter as well, Coach Christopher. During the spring, and again, this is a normal year, not this current year we're in, but baseball is Coach Wallen. Golf is Coach Whitley, who is also you guys' math teacher. Softball, Coach Barron. Track and field, Coach Fulton. You guys all know Mr. Fulton. And we have a lot of clubs and activities for you to get involved in. Tabletop role-playing games, so that's going to be D&D and things similar to that. Knowledge Bowl. Our Knowledge Bowl team actually went to nationals a few years ago and got to go to a trip to Chicago. You already heard about the robotics team. Cave Crew is our spirit club, and they go to a lot of the games and cheer on our teams. 4-H. Color Guard and Winter Guard. I happen to be the coach for those. That is with the band during part of the year and then indoor during the rest of the year. LGBTQ+ and Straight Alliance. Tutoring, Multicultural Club, the BHSD Historical Society, National Honor Society, Surfing Club, French Club, and Interact. Lots of ways to get involved in all kinds of things. So what we're going to think, pair, and share. What type of clubs, sports, or activities are you looking forward to the most? What excites you about the extracurricular, beyond the academics? Go ahead and put that into the chat if you are interested in sharing that information. And Miss Fulton will track. Yes.
Tracking.
Yes, basketball. Track, basketball, 4-H, softball, Knowledge Bowl. Ooh, Cave Crew. Look at that. Surfing, yes. Surfing, another surfing. Cave Crew. Look at all this extracurricular you guys want to be involved in. This is amazing. Your high school careers end up being so much more valuable when you're involved. These are some great things. Cross country. Oh, the Historical Society. Yes. I think I'm going to turn it back over to you, Mrs. Fulton.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So, wrapping things up, heading towards the end of our night together. Your schedules, there'll be some time for adding and dropping at the beginning of this, before school starts. It'll be in August. We change all classes before our first day. We really want to get started as soon as school starts. There'll be information in your school email about those days, specific days, so be sure to look for that as summer progresses on. We have the email counselors information on there, so that way you can get in touch with us if you'd like to do that. Your schedules will be available on your PowerSchool account in late August. And save the date. Freshman and new student orientation is the first day of school at 8:15 a.m. at the BHSD gymnasium. Again, that is on September 7th. I didn't get that date on there. September 7th, first day of school, first day of your high school experience. So we're pretty excited for that. Don't forget to check your school email, where you're going to receive that freshman forecast worksheet, forecasting directions, the course offerings, the course catalog, the curriculum guide. I mean, everything is going to be there starting tomorrow. You know, when you guys think about high school, you have 3 choices. When you step on this campus, you can make things happen, you can watch things happen, or you can wonder what the heck happened because you're not involved in anything. Choose to make things happen for yourself. That's where your memories are going to be made. That's where you're going to make things happen in your life. So make the choice for yourself to make things happen, because there is something here for everyone. You belong here at BHHS. You are family from the get-go. We are already thinking of you as family. We want you here, Bruins. We're so excited to welcome you in. So we welcome you to joining us tonight. Again, don't forget to check those emails. We are here for questions. I'm going to stop presenting in case you do have some questions you would like to ask. Out in front here, you can put it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask those questions, or you can email us with that information or give us a ring through our phones. Again, this whole presentation is going to be shared with you tomorrow through your school email, students, so please make sure you check that out. Parents, you can access that on our school website. We're looking forward to having you guys here. We really are. So any questions to round out our night that we can answer for you? Lillian asks, is there a psychology class? We are not forecasting for a psychology class for next year, but you just never know where that psychology class might show up. We have offered it in the past, in the recent past. So please stay tuned, because your sophomore, junior, senior year, you just never know if that's going to be one of the classes being offered. Great question, by the way. Thank you, Lillian, for putting that in there. Are there other questions I might have missed? For my colleagues that have been checking the chat out, anything throughout the presentation that I can answer?
No, you're pretty good.
Okay. Oh, you guys are welcome. We're so glad to be here for you guys. We want you to have the information. We want you to ask questions, so never hesitate. We want to be here for you. So that's it. If you want to hang on to the end or ask some questions with fewer people, you're more than welcome to wait out, everyone, till the end. Otherwise, have a fabulous evening and look for that email tomorrow.